Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be teaching y'all how to fly the F-35B Lightning inside of the VR chat. Now, of course, you have to have realistic mode turned on in order to actually, well, you don't have to have it on. I choose to have it on because it gives me more like of a DCS-like experience. But you don't need to have it on if you don't want to. Without realistic mode, the jet is kind of like a normal VR chat jet. It starts it up and it just kind of goes. You throttle up, it goes. If I throttle up, it doesn't do anything. Well, obviously, I would sure as hope not. And it doesn't really. It doesn't have the same systems as the other test pilots or Persian Gulf. This world is equivalent to Persian Gulf, just without the lag. But if you really want to have that level up experience, and like I prefer this world before Persian Gulf. So like you have that, you know, oh, this button does this, oh, but this button does that, oh, set my screens, oh, enemy doing, you know, kind of like that DCS kind of like experience. Now you might want to have a lot of room for this because the F-35, I mean, for my avatar, since it's not a human avatar, it's like the fingers are weird. So if I were to flick this with my master arm, it's kind of weird. I have to push into it in order to actually, I can't kind of like flick it with the tip of my finger because, well, it's not a human avatar. What you want to do is reach back here. You will have four I wouldn't say components but switches of the F-35. You have, and stop right there. I made a big mistake. Okay, so the reason why I was stuttering a lot, well, number one, I'm just going through a concussion right now, so my head is like goofed up right now. But yeah, there is actually two battery switches and an APU switch. The way I did it was I would switch the two batteries, or no, I would switch the APU and then the two batteries. Don't do that. Your jet will stall and the engine will just cut off when you're like starting it up on realistic mode. So just be mindful of those switches. They can get confusing. That's just how I learned it personally when I first joined the world. But the world has changed since I first joined. So yeah, you actually want to flick the two top switches first and then the bottom and then the rest of the switches. But yeah, that's all I need to say. Good luck to you. Battery. This turns on your screen right here. So if you ever want to, you know, hop into a jet and see what mode you have this nice MFD in front of you. Now, obviously, the F-35 is touchscreen. And if you were really studying the F-35 and you want to join the Air Force like me, you would know that this F-35 has a mode. It's called DAS. I'm not sure what it stands for. I might search it up later, take a screenshot, and post it right there. But I'm gonna give you a view of what it looks like. You can see through the jet. Move the mirror. But you can see through the jet. It allows. It's kind of like in real life. So like you could see through the jet. You can't see through your legs. So you could look down. If there are enemies directly behind you, you could see through them. Not see through them, but you see them through the jet. And I have plenty of footage of me in a dogfight. Actually, I'm about to upload footage later. Of me inside of a dogfight, and I turn on DAS and I turn around and I can see him floating right there. And if you also know, this is the F-35B variant, not the A variant. The A variant has a longer wingspan than the F-35B variant. So obviously it has a mode of short vertical takeoff and landing. So if you ever want to take off from a carrier, or there's a air base over there, or not the air base, but over there, the air base doesn't count because you don't need short vertical takeoff and landing. Hold on, let me plug in my VR real quick. You're shitting me! And flick that. Now, obviously, you hear the engine rumbling up. So I think the combination goes these two and then this one, or however you want. That's how I do it. That's how I've been doing it. And once that that's the APU warming up, once that fully warms up, you're good to flick this one. Make sure to flick this one too. So, and we're gonna wait for this to warm up. But while this is warming up, oh well, I really have nothing to say. So Usually, if I had the engine start switch on, it would have switched on, everything would have been good, and I would have been good to go. But since I don't have it on, obviously it's not gonna turn on, so... Oh shit. That's what I'm talking about. If you have your throttle all the way up, yeah. Going us whatever. Okay, so now that you have it on, I could barely hear myself right now. But now that you have, you know, everything on, the APU and the engine on, you want to turn this switch off. That's gonna turn off the APU. You're gonna listen to it soon. Now, since that's off, it won't be. You can turn it on anytime, but I prefer to have it on. You could leave it on. Nothing's really gonna happen. But since that's off, that sound won't be bugging you as much. And now that you have that on, you have your system stuff. You could hit this button, or you could just do it on your screen right here. But if you have stick trip, by all means, you can go ahead and just turn it on. It's weird for me because I don't have a human avatar. But once you turn that on, I'm gonna show you. Turn it on. The vent opens, the engine goes down. I could try to get a camera view for you. Okay. As you guys see, you could, oh my god, get out the way. As you guys see, that's what the back of the F-35 obviously looks like. You can see the wiggling little thing. What was I gonna say? Okay, so the STOVL, yes, it does have a feature where you could actually see what's, you know, going on. So I'm gonna click it. The doors open. I'm gonna call them doors for now. And it goes down a bit. Now, if I were to throttle up, make sure it's on. If I were to throttle up, then the back, oh my god, the engine of the F-35 would actually go down because, well, it's saying, oh crap, it's about to take off. Let's go ahead and, you know, prepare it. The vent opens up, but if I were to turn it off, I'm gonna use my controller. The vent closes. That close, and yeah, what you want to do is these little corners. If I were to click this, I'm gonna go and click all of these. When I first started, I would be like, what the world is this? So I'm just gonna explain it. This is your checklist, your engine start. You might want to have a full screen, full wide right here for all of this, so you can go back post flight, and it basically shows you what you're gonna do. Your CNI is just a blank page. You don't gotta worry about that. DAS. Same thing as what I showed you earlier with this. But if you're landing, and if you're landing in STOVL, you can see that air to air basically shows you this. AS shows you that. And if you want to, moving on, DTM. This is your flight plan. If you know longitude and latitude and all that stuff, I don't know all that yet. I'm still trying to learn that. Then you have your little area right here. If you want to plan it, do this and that, just click the click add. You'll get your longitude, northeast, altitude, and all that. If you want to go back, boom, right there. And if you want to get your EFI, this is basically what you would normally see right here. Now, your engine, basically your thrust, all this stuff, you can see all your stuff. FCS, it basically tells the stuff about the F-35. So if I were to grip the stick right here, and I were to move it around, you can see where it's like saying what's happening all around. You can see my stuff moving around. This shows you the G limit. FNC left, basically your screen's FNC right, or FNC right. Oh crap, my friend just joined. Hold on. So right now this is the default. You want to dump your fuel, just click dump, or you could go to your left FNC. It will be located on your left FNC. If you want to get the left FNC. It'll be on your left FNC, and you could just dump your fuel from there. Now, if you want to go to your HUD and see what's basically up there, I don't know why you use it, but if you want to use it, use it. It's just your HUD, that's all. Nothing to it. HUD's just where heads-up display, by the way. ICOS, nothing there. PHM, this is basically what all your stuff says. SMS, basically your weapon payload. So if I were to switch to my gun pod, it would show. Obviously, I have it on 6 because my master armors are on. I have 4 missiles and, well, 4 GB31s, and armed with 2 AGM-88s. I'm gonna shoot more on that later in another video because I'm not gonna do all that in one video. Your search, don't worry about it. T-Fleer. Now, the thing about your T-Fleer is that, hold on, the thing about your T-Fleer is that it's controlled by your head. Wherever my head goes, it's gonna go. So if I want to go over there, it's gonna go over there. If it goes over here, it goes over here. If I want to look up, it goes up. Basically, your head controls the camera. Now, if you want to perform some air to ground with your friends, then hold on. Number one, make sure you have your FNC right up. You could DAS and click, and it will lock to that location. And that little line pop up, basically showing if you're in range or not. Right now I'm on the ground and I don't have anything set. But if I switch to one, it says your CCIP, your NWS, and your I. Basically, if you want to drop a bomb, a guided bomb, a paved way on something, then by all means you go ahead and do that with your AGM. Make sure you have your AGM set on whatever once you want to drop a bomb on. Now moving on to your standby TSD1. This is your radar and this is your radar, and it basically showed you it could go up to 50. Yes, I said it, 50 or 60. It could go pretty far, up to 120. So if you want to be VR with your friends and just have fun, by all means, TSD1. TSD2 is just, it goes higher, so TSD2. And TSD3, same thing. 2 is basically your INOP, as I like to say it. And it is your trap and flare, kind of like an F-16's RWR. Kind of reminds me of it. I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but you know where I'm coming from. Weapon A, basically your payload again. Weapon S, same thing. Set. I don't think that does anything right now, but if you want to go to your menu, if you're airborne and you want to go over there, you don't have to click IFF. Oh, hold on. Click menu, basically right there, and go to your sim set, and you have realistic mode, automatic window selection, and wind shear. I don't have wind shear on, obviously. And if you want to go back, just click that. Now, if you want to turn on your lights, since they removed it back there used to be lights right there where you would switch on. You want to go to, where it says lights, and you can't really do anything in this menu. So you would have your position lights formed in strobe lights, and they would turn on. But if you're in nighttime, let me show you what nighttime looks like. Oh yeah, and there's this little table to see where your friends are going, where they're doing, you know, if they're chilling. Basically like a mini ATC. If you wanna just click this, it'll be right here, boop, and everything will turn night. So if you want to BVR with your friends, obviously I have my lights on. It'll look like this from the outside. Kind of gives away the position, but you know what it is. Let's just shut up. If you want to go stealthy mode, boom, boom. Basically, that's all the things that is on the F-35, but there is a mode. All you want to do is go to mode, just select it right here. You have beast mode with gun pod. Basically, this shows your payload. So all these have aim 120. Some of them have gun. If you want to go to like a dogfighting mode, AA, it gives you an aim 9, and yes, it has the infamous growl. Once you lock on to something, but there's nothing for me to lock on right now too. With the heat signature, yeah, nothing at all has a heat signature. It does have the ground sound when you lock on something. It's kind of high pitched though. Other than that, your payload option, that is all the F-35. That is all for this video. And I'm gonna make another video, obviously. Look at my friend go. What? That's why you should always have STOL on. VL, but you could make it off. It's just gonna look really scary. But yeah, that is all for this video, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.